2024, you can identify as anything. What if you identified as strong? Would a strong person fear going to work out? Would you fear moving your body? No. Would you fear living the day if you knew you were strong, if you knew you could handle anything and get through anything? You'd have the best day ever every single day. You'd go in the gym, you'd start working out. Even if you failed, I know I'm strong. What if you identified as strong? Some of you guys, a lot of you guys, are too young to feel as old as you feel. Calling you out, my 50-year-old friends, too young to feel old. Get yourself moving. You are too young to have this pain in your body. If you think 50 is old, let's zoom back 100 years prior and look at our metabolic health, our muscle health, our physiological health. Let's look at our cancer rates too, how much lower those were. You know, now we're passing all these genetic disorders down into the younger generations. I had to explain to I'm close with someone who's 50, and I was explaining to them, when you were young, you didn't have all of this garbage food straight out the womb. Me, I was having metabolic issues in my high school and my teen years. I had no idea how bad off my body was, how intolerant to heat. I would go to like regular conditioning for sports, and me and my sister, we'd both be having heat stroke. If you don't know, heat stroke is an incredibly alarming occurrence that happens if you don't fix that. It's extreme dehydration, and the body is basically unable to cool itself down, to self-regulate itself. And I had this happening to me all the time. I had no idea how bad off my metabolic health was. I had no idea what metabolic health was when I was in high school, being that young, and it all lined me up to have more issues with the mental health that I had. But out the womb, the baby formulas, the foods that kids are eating my whole life, Pop-Tarts, you know, you're eating fake food our whole life. We have the worst genetics at this point in time. The kids coming in now, we have highest rates of genetic diseases. You have to look no further. Go look at our rates of autism. Go look at all the dysmorphia that's coming out, like in our babies. They're not even coming out fully formed with all of the organs that they need. Our mothers also don't have the proper nutritional guidance, and that goes into our confusion of what even food is really. But, you know, if you're 50 years old, like my parents' age, or they're in their 60s now, y'all had an advantage, you know? You had an advantage of growing up in a different time frame with different foods. If you're a young parent now, if you have young children, protect your children. Be careful what you allow them to put in their bodies. You're allowing chemicals a lot of the times, allowing straight chemicals. This is going to cause educational attention problems in school. When they get older, it's going to cause self-esteem problems, mental health problems. And we know if children struggle when they're younger, when they're older, the odds of them having metabolic and mental health problems as they go older is significantly increased. So protect your children. You're the only one who can. You're the only one who can protect your own health, and you're the only one who can protect your children's health. So, you know, I know times get busy and children can be picky, and it's hard for us to make that own adjustment for ourselves, but it doesn't have to be that difficult. All it takes is a little bit of conscious attention and asking yourself, what am I buying? What am I putting into my food? How is this going to help my relationship in my family? How is this going to help my family's relationship in the world? And so I think those questions are really important to ask when we are looking for, how do we feed our bodies? What is the point of this? So we don't get sick as much, so we can have happier, healthy interactions with people. And you know, yeah, if you are older and if you're 50 and you're feeling old and in pain, you're too young for it. I'm calling you out. You're too young for it. Our average life expectancy has been backsliding for decades, and there's just no reason for it. There's absolutely no reason. We have to re-educate ourselves with things like fat and with cholesterol. If you have problems with your cholesterol, you need to be training your body. Cholesterol is so important for every single cell membrane. The trillions of cells that compose our body, there's cholesterol part of every single cell membrane, and it's so important in the brain. The The brain is so important to have healthy levels of cholesterol. So, got a lot of re-educating to do, but we can do it one day at a time. We absolutely need amino fatty acids, amino acids and fatty acids, essential, we call them essential amino and fatty acids, because we must get them from our diet. Our animal-based proteins are going to have the full profile of that, plus other things like creatine, taurine, iron, things like zinc, and the essential fatty acids. They usually come 2 in 1. When you're choosing the animal grass-fed pasture-raised proteins, you're getting all the fats and the amino acids in one place. 2 birds, 1 stone. I'm a 2 bird, 1 stone type of girl, and that's where I'm going for. What else? Rest and sunlight. We need sunlight. Vitamin D is super important in training your cholesterol. So vitamin D and cholesterol go hand in hand. Vitamin D, we need vitamin D. Every single disease is low in vitamin D, so we need vitamin D. It's basically like a hormone. It's like if you had no cortisol levels in your body, you know, everybody demonizes cortisol. We love cortisol, but we like it in the morning, not at nighttime. But if you had no cortisol levels, your body would be out of whack. You know, we need these ebb and flows, and vitamin D is no different. We need vitamin D for a lot of like just cell structure and function, and how our cell structure and function is how our hormones are able to be balanced in the body, because the cells they're blind and they're just waiting for a signal all the time. And once they have their signal, aka a certain hormone is elevated in the blood, they can then express, like the expression of the DNA has its signal, right? So if you're constantly waking up, checking your phone right away, getting in a bunch of garbage into your mind, your cells are going to express garbage. But if you wake up and you say, okay, I'm not going to check my phone, I'm going to go in the sunlight, I'm going to do some stretching, I'm going to have some water and some hydration, your cells are like, ooh, let's express some health. You know what I'm saying? Some strong, let's express some genes that are going to create some proteins that are going to keep our muscle on easier, and it's not going to turn our stress response on high and allow us to lose our muscle so fast and then gain weight because we're nutrient deficient at that point, right? You want to savor it. Start in the morning. I'm all over with this video today, but the point is that you can do it one day at a time. Habit health. Start in the morning. Start at night. Start at night. You're talking to yourself at night. You're saying, tomorrow I'm going to have a good day. Identify as strong. That's where I started this video. At nighttime, tonight, when you are hitting your little head on that pillow, me, I am strong. I am strong. You don't have to feel strong. That's when the next day comes in. The next day is when your actions reinforce that idea that you are strong. So if I was a strong person, what is the first thing I would do in the morning? Well, I might wake up, I might hit my little push-ups real quick. Just 1 or 2. You don't have to conquer, move mountains, just 1 or 2. Oh my God, I did that. I made my bed. Oh my God, I did that. It's a strong person. Whatever that is to you, whatever that is, the night before, you're priming your brain for the next day. I'm a strong person tomorrow. No matter what happens, I'm going to get through it. I'm a strong person. So I'm going to go lift some weights. I'm going to go help out my body. I'm going to go create passive health. I'm going to get my oxygen levels up all the time. I'm going to manage my glucose better. I'm going to lower my cancer risk. I'm going to go exercise. I'm going to fill my body with foods. I'm a strong person. I eat my amino and fatty acids. I'm a strong person. I go to bed at night. I'm a strong person. I drink water. I'm a strong person. I say nice things to other people. Anyway, that's all I got for people. That's all I got for today. I hope that this was helpful. As always, like, share, and subscribe, if you want. And good luck.